I wonder why humans are like that. You kind of just, you know why you set out to do something, and you go full speed ahead, and you're encouraged, and you know, hey, this is my journey, this is what I want to do. And then all of a sudden you get into that ego thing. You get trapped, you get sucked into that worldly behavior from, ooh, oh, but you're not getting any views. Are you doing it right? Or aren't you supposed to stop if nobody looks or nobody is interested? And then I just always have to go back. Even if it's just one person that I can encourage, that I can lift up, that I can support, I will be blessed. I'll be happy. I was literally crying my eyes out just now. I listened to a clip Lewis Howes showed on Instagram that he was in a conversation with Tom Bilyeu. And I just love his new show, Tom Bilyeu's new show, where he just really has these pure, real, authentic conversations. Anyway, now he was talking to Lewis Howes, and it just got me into tears because we humans, we really have to learn to let go of that ego thing and appearances, and you know, because one minute I am so secure in the fact that I know it's not about ego and about, oh, you're so good enough, because you know, it's like, I want to share how my brains work. Sometimes you get into that state that you're like, oh yeah, if you get a certain amount of views, then you're okay, then you're appreciated. But then I have to go back to the basis. It's not about that. It's not a success isn't about the amount of people that subscribe or like or whatever. And that's what I want to share. And I'm being honest that sometimes I even get sucked into that worldly behavior. And you really have to like switch back. And I'm so grateful that in the moments that I actually have my little weaknesses and pity parties, that there's always somebody out there vlogging or posting something on Instagram or even in real life sharing something that really gets you back to what it's actually all about, you know. And yeah, because I love how Simon Sinek says, always know your why. Why do you do things? Why do you do the things that you do? And I started vlogging first because I wanted to just share my journey. It's like share my journal with whoever wanted to know, like sort of keeping up with my thoughts and my difficulties, etc. But then it turned into, I wanted to encourage and help people out and support. But in that journey, I only now realize that I'm in my PJ. Anyway, who cares right now? Be authentic. And this is also being me. That I have my off days and that I question myself sometimes, in a sense that I start to doubt, is it okay to continue vlogging if people aren't interested? And then I have to like think and edit things in my head, and then I'll be like, what does it do for me? What does it do for me personally? And then I'm like, oh yeah, when I make that video and I read books and I listen to all sorts of videos from people I adore and like, and then it inspires me, and then I just can't wait to share it with other people and stuff like that, or things that that I go through or that enter my heart. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I just love sharing that. And I love encouraging, I love lifting up. So that's how I'm just sharing now how my brain works, how my feelings work, because I'm not a robot. I get hurt sometimes, I doubt myself sometimes, but then I'm also sharing that with the doubt comes a solution. There always is a solution, because then there's somebody who lifts me up again and who builds me up again and who gets me to shift from tears into joy and from tears and doubt into, oh yeah, what's your why? Know your why. Your why is to encourage, to lift somebody up. So if that's your why, and suppose you lift just one person up, well, then you achieved what you wanted. And that's also a success. Because I was like, oh, what are people going to think of me? Because here she is. She's been vlogging for a whole year and she doesn't really have any, well, I do. I have a lot, in my opinion. I mean, for me, that was like, oh, all these people. And then I always tell people, don't compare. Don't compare, because when you compare, you could be like, oh, I must be doing something wrong. But I'm not. I'm not. You are not. And I'm sharing this because I want people to know that no matter how you feel, because I'm sharing, I was feeling very crappy a minute ago and crying my heart out. But what helps is to really stick to your why, know your why. And what also helps is to reach out and look for things that you know will lift you back up. And I know if I'm feeling a bit sad or down and I listen to any kind of a show from Lewis House, or listen to Earl Nightingale videos, or you name it, anything, Joel Osteen, my spirit just skyrockets high, up, back. And I just felt that I had to share that with somebody, because I'm not perfect. I am not a superhuman being. I have my emotions. I have my ups and downs, my highs and lows. But I also shift. I switch. I have my tears, and then I turn them. I let God turn them into joy again. So I had to switch back to my why. And now that I have my why all right again, I'm ready to just continue on my journey and to remind myself, don't compare. Don't compare. And give myself that definition about success. Success is, I want, what do you want? What's your why? I want to encourage. So if you encourage one person, what did you do? You encouraged. So that is success. So if there's anybody out there needing to hear this, you are a success. Doesn't matter if you have 20,000 likes, million likes, or one, you are a success. And even if nobody supports you or likes you, you like you. And that's what I was saying to myself also. Hey, Lise, I like you. If I'm honest, if I can just really share this with somebody today, when I look at my own videos, I always think, you're such a nice person. I honestly say that sometimes. And so I really like myself. I like my heart. I just like me. And I'm so glad that I can finally say those things. So I'm not saying that to be arrogant or anything. Anyway, I just wanted to share that quickly. So you can also see this side of me. You've seen that side of me. If you know my vlogs, then you know that I also have these moments in between. Don't compare. Know your why. Stick to your journey. Know your why, know your why, know your why. And never give up. You are a success. Success is not in numbers. Пока-пока. До свидания. Увидимся.